Morning. Today's cabinetry for the bathroom in oak railing style, and I'll show you all about how I'm going to do that. But I wanted to show you a really neat tool first. It's called a Craig tool, basically for making pocket holes. Makes these little angled pockets for screws to go into to hold stuff together, largely at right angles, like that, or a butt, or all kinds of ways you can do that. So I'll show you how it works. It's really slick. Just basically, there's a clamp you put down, line up your wood, close it in, and basically there's an assortment of guide holes that drill goes through, and the drill has a special shoulder on it. I don't know if you can see it, little step on the end for where the head of the screw will sit. So it's so easy. You basically just take it and drill into the hole. Another one. Open the clamp, and there you have two beautiful pocket screw holes. It's a lovely tool. Cheers. Okay, so to screw the parts together is just as easy, although a little bit more nerve-wracking. Basically, you just align the parts, clamp them together, and drive screws in. The screws are self-tapping, which are pretty special. They're actually specific Craig screws with a big shoulder and self-tapping. So we'll put a little dollop of glue on the bottom. And in this case, I'm using regular white glue rather than urethane Gorilla Glue, because that stuff is just such a mess to clean up.
So sorry the action is off camera here. I'll try to pay more attention.
Now you say, well, that'd be a pain to hold. Well, it's not, because you have this handy dandy C-clampy thing that comes with the kit, and boom, we're off to the races. Cool. And then because the screws are self-tapping, they just go straight in, and it's a done deal. Too easy. Big clamp off, and that's an incredibly strong, tidy joint. Let's make a few more. Cheers. There we go. And in just a few minutes, we have a fabulous, super strong oak base frame. Not bad, eh? This is for the cabinets in the bathroom. Tiny little doors, I know, but there's a toilet right here, so there's very little room to open this. Anyway, you'll see in a minute. Love it. It's actually more ambitious than it initially looks, because I had to put shoulders on all the insides of all the doors, because the bathroom in the coach is going to be a wet bathroom. In other words, the whole room is a shower. So the cabinet doors have to be somewhat waterproof. So these will be heavily varnished, and so any water that gets in the crack should come down and then drain out the bottom. We'll see. I didn't slope the bottom edge because I'm hoping not too much water will build up in there, but if I get into trouble, I'll just take a chisel and I'll slope the bottom edge of these so that any water that gets in doesn't cause any trouble. A lot of work. Put them all on, just bits of 1/4-inch oak ply, and then a support for the mid shelf. Well, it's not quite mid, it's a little bit higher than center. Anyway, so this piece is actually done, and I'll put the other one together, and we'll get some stain on it, and we might even get it installed today. Doesn't everyone hate doing stain work? I mean, I don't know why I hate it so much. It's pretty straightforward and stuff, and it's not really terribly messy, but I don't know. I just never have liked it. But anyway, so here we are, staining. So it's going really well. I'm actually enormously pleased with the way this has gone. Okay, so sink for the bathroom. I wanted a round stainless steel sink, and a round stainless steel sink about this size costs about $150, if you can find one at all. So enter the mixing bowl, $9. The trick is it doesn't have a hole in the bottom, so you really got to find a drain. In this case, I'm using a kitchen drain because it's much larger. That's exactly the same size as the dent in the bottom, so that when it sits in there, the curve of the side of the bowl will actually meet right at the very edge of the lip, so it will drain properly. Otherwise, if you put just a regular small basin drain in there, it would have too big of a lip and it wouldn't work. So now the trick is to cut a hole in it, and well, I have a hole saw that's roughly the right size. The trick is, drilling stainless steel is tough to begin with. Drilling stainless steel with a hole saw, I've never actually even tried it. So let's see how that goes. I don't expect it's going to be that easy. Well, here goes nothing. Trying to, I just started to cut the bottom of it with the hole saw, and it seems to be working. It's, I have to watch I don't overheat it because I don't know if I'll be able to take that bluing out of it again after. But let's see if we can cut through. It's cutting. It's slow, but it is cutting. Well, it turned out jigsaw with actually a wood blade was my best bet. The hole saw, no, didn't do too well. Anyway, so now we have a drain. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love it. That worked out really well. Cool.